be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Yeah, I can see. Come inside. Can see. I want to start class. How are you?
All right, good morning, everyone. Yeah, sorry for the short delay. I was trying to make sure that I have other people online. I need to communicate to other groups so that they should all be alert. We'll be having a live trade this morning on analysis on SAUUSD, NASDAQ, S&P 500, Gbpjpy, Gbpusd. Those are my major pairs. But if you have any other pair you feel you want us to work on, you can click or send a message on the comments or possibly check our email and email us on our YouTube page. We will respond to your needs. So meanwhile, while we do that this morning, take a proper risk that high, it had the retracement. So we are taking this as a take profit for today because that is the last high we have on this level. On this last high, we have 217.875. That is where we'll be taking our profit for today. While our take profit, sorry, our stop loss should be little below the last low of the double bottom. We change the color of this possibly to red, so we can mark that as our take profit for today, right? So that is how we're going to be trading Gbpjpy this morning. So if you're on this trade, just try and be conscious, watch out carefully because this is just an analysis and does not represent any assurance that market must go on the direction of this analysis. But one thing is sure that technical analysis, once you have an experienced people like us and those who believe in technical analysis and fundamental, you always get results as you expected. Now that is for Gbpjpy this morning. So let's check Gbpusd. So on Gbpusd this morning, we will be having a very good bullish trend, but we are waiting for a retracement. Let's check our 4 hours. On our 4 hours, you can imagine the trend has always been respected, but what we are looking at now is this is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then higher high. We expect another higher low for us to take an entry for a buy. So let's see. This is our take for this morning. We'll be having a higher low here. Then at this trend line, we can take a buy. Then we'll put our stop loss little more below the trend. More of swing, then we can use, let's say we're using 35. Now let's see where is our take profit. For me, we will be expecting take profit on this high. So we move this little a bit up. So we move this a bit little up. Then we'll go to 1 hour to check. At 1 hour, we are good. All we need to do is to get patient for market retracement. Then we wait for market retracement. So this is how we're going to trade it this morning. So just wait for the market to retrace back to 1.33628. Once it gets to that point, you can enter for a buy. That is the expectation for us today. So Gbpusd will be a buy, but allow market to come back to this entry. Let me just mark it for you. So let's expect market to come back here, then we can go bullish. That is the expectation for this morning. But remember that I want to tell us about USD/JPY. In most cases, when USD/JPY and JPY is buying or selling, the USD/JPY is an inverse proportion to that pair. Now let's check what USD/JPY will be doing at that level. It was actually not part of our pair, but for the sake of the new traders, we will need to just let them understand to that. Now, this is what we have. So, this is an analysis we did a few days ago. If you can imagine, we said that this market, as at 2 days ago, that was on Wednesday, we predicted that this market was going to retest at this zone, then form a form of an M pattern to drop. But unfortunately, it was almost there. It didn't get to the point. It formed an M pattern here and it dropped, which was a very clear direction. Look at it. This is an M pattern, then it dropped. It's still we're expecting it to drop below. So this M pattern, we're expecting it to happen at this junction, but which didn't happen, and which is also a good one. If I'd wanted to enter this, I would have waited for it to get up a bit before entering for a sell. So, but the good part is that we predicted a sell if it happens that way, and it actually dropped for a sell, because this market was on a ranging level. At this point, it was a ranging level. That is the reason why at this level where we have point of interest, it retested and is going back. This retestment, the retracement we have here, is a kind of a retracement. We expect it because of this point of interest we have on the left hand side here. So it's going to come back here and drop below again. We expect this market to drop below again. So this is what we will have here. This is, you can see the point of interest I just marked. This point of interest shows that the market is going to retest at this zone and drop. So reason why we are having this, JPY, Gbpusd and USD/JPY are always trading inverse proportion. They don't always go in the same direction. They work on opposite side. So what we have presently is an opposite side of the trade. So now we'll be having a sell. If you are to trade this market, I will expect you enter a sell at this level. But before this sell, let's wait for candlestick formation to see what is performing. So we can have about 20-25 pip. Yeah. So this is how we're going to trade this. But let's wait for this 1 hour to close. We're almost about 12 minutes left. So when this 1 hour close, then you can go back to your 130 minute or thereabout to confirm if there's any candlestick formation. So what we're having here, there is no any candlestick formation that is telling us we can sell, but you need to wait and check what the candlestick formation is going to do before we can actually enter a sell on USD/JPY. But for now, it's just an analysis to show that something is going to happen while we expect that sell to be effected. But for now, it's not going to be no sell for now. Please just wait and see the action. Now let's go to gold. Let's see what gold is doing. Let's see what gold is doing. XAUUSD, I dropped a sell, a sell 2 days ago, or yesterday night, and the sell has actually effected and it has been going very well. So as you can see, This sell has been very active for the past few hours, and this analysis was done yesterday night, and I predicted a very good sell, which is actually active already. So because there is a trend line above here, so we expect so this is how this trend line will go. So we have first touch, second touch, and third touch. So that is it. This is our first touch, second touch, third touch. So that gives us a very good entry point. And remember that I told you that there's always a POI interest, point of interest, which is this zone at our very good entry here. And I predicted that this market will go for a sell here. In other group where I belong, some people were actually buying. I posted this morning on that group. I said, I don't see reason why anybody should be buying this market. It's very clear that it's a sell. So sometimes that is Forex for you. What I see may not be the same what the person is seeing. And also the time frame I'm using might be different from what time frame the person is also using. So that is the analysis for today on SAUUSD. So let's see what we have for S&P 500. Remember, S&P 500 is one of the volatile pairs. Most of the rich people in US and British, other European countries today made their money through S&P 500 and NASDAQ. Now let's check what S&P 500 is doing. So we actually did analysis yesterday evening, and we still predicted that S&P 500 was going to be a sell. So as we can have it now, it has actually been a sell for some hours now. And if you go back to 1 day, on that 1 day, we're supposed to wait for it to go back to the last high, which is 7,636. But because of the candlestick formation we are seeing here, we expect a sell. But this sell may likely be a retracement, not as long as where I mentioned as a take profit. But if you can have 1 for 2, you can take your profit and move on, because there's likely going to be a bullish from a Monday. From a Monday, there's going to be, this market will be bullish. But meanwhile, let's go for 4 hours. 4 hours is a retracement for a buy, but that buy will come back to 7,556 for a retracement. Then we will continue to sell. On that 1 hour, which is our entry point, it's clear that it's a sell. It's clear that it's a sell, but we have a retracement. But let's allow the retracement to be completed. Another entry can also come in for S&P 500. If you trade this pair, just know that you are on the right track for a sell this morning, and that sell will likely go down to some extent. So meanwhile, if you trade this market and you have any issue, click below on our links below on Telegram, and other links we have below on our bio, where we can easily have your details. You can comment if you don't have any link to send a message to us. Just send a comment below. We will respond back to you and share your idea of what you want. So we'll move to the last pair, which is NASDAQ. NAS 100 yesterday, we had some losses. We actually predicted it was going to be a sell. Unfortunately, we had the loss, which is part of Forex. So let me explain the analysis. We have first touch on this trend, second touch, third touch. But when it reversed back to the the last touch below, where it was a very good entry for a buy, we were thinking because it's a downtrend that this market will continue to sell. The market will continue to sell, but unfortunately, it didn't go that direction. It continued going off bullish. So I think the market has actually changed a direction, and we predicted this morning that it might come to 29,894 for a reversal, but we marked the retracement, sorry, for short entry down, but the short entry is not guaranteed for now. It's not assured because we need to see what the formation will be on the bullish aspect. I am seeing this to be a retracement to continue to buy. So we might likely close this entry not to continue to sell until we see what next the candle formation will do. If that happens, that means let's check the 1 hour, sorry, 1 day. So on the 1 day, we are on the sell. So it shows a double top on the 1 day. So that means our sell may be valid. So on 4 hour, it's still showing a sell. So we likely hold on this. I don't expect anybody to enter NASDAQ for now, for any buy or sell, because the market has not really shown that it's going to change direction for a buy. So if it retraces back to this zone, if it retraces back to this zone, which we have here, we expect a retracement here, then we can go for a buy. So this is how we're going to trade this. Allow this retracement to be completed. Once this replacement is done, coming back to this trend line at 29,327, then we can go for a buy. So that is how this NASDAQ will be traded this morning. So for those of us who are with us, who wish to continue to trade with us, feel free to always subscribe to our link. You will see a lot of videos on analysis, signals we share, so that you can always be a beneficiary of all our trade every day and every week. So meanwhile, feel free to communicate with us if you have any questions on this analysis I have mentioned so far. But remember that this analysis and training is just based on our knowledge. They are not financial advice. So we do not encourage you to trade when you have no knowledge about Forex, because Forex is risky and it's not a business for a novice, for anyone who is just coming aboard to just click and start making money on it without having any basic idea or knowledge of what he or she may likely want to do. So thank you this morning. Thank you every one of you for joining us on this live analysis today, Friday, the 10th of July, 2026. I wish you all the best, great weekend, and fruitful weeks ahead. God bless you as we all trade together and have a profitable week ahead. For those of us who are not profitable, do not worry. It's just a matter of time. God bless you.